A few American analysts reportedly believe North Korea can already launch a nuclear-tipped missile that could hit Japan and South Korea. To help us see whether there's a way out of the diplomatic impasse, we have Philip Yoon, Executive Director of Ploughshares, a non-governmental organization that works to stop the spread of nuclear weapons. He joins us via Skype. Welcome back to the program, Philip.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.
Philip, first of all, remind us about why the UN believes that rocket launch last December is dangerous, and does the UN have solid ground to bring about this resolution?
Even though this is a satellite launch, the technology that's required to send a satellite up is the same as that you would need for an intercontinental ballistic missile that is tipped with a nuclear warhead. There is also really something even more significant, which is the sanctions, in which essentially are a reaffirmation of what is already in place and done under international law, is a North Korean reaction. What North Korea said was flat out said, we are not going to nuclearize. This is the North Korean speaking. And they also said that they were going to take physical actions to counteract or to enhance their defensive capabilities, including a nuclear deterrence. So what this says to me and makes me concerned is the possibility that North Korea will have a third nuclear test.
Well, how do you interpret China's support for the latest UN resolution?
Related to China, China is, by their actions and moving so quickly, shows that they are concerned as well, and they have been. But in certain ways, I'm a little worried that they did it too quickly. The Chinese have generally believed that confrontation and sanctions is not very helpful. And they always have tried to do is try to engage with North Korea. And they feel that sanctions really doesn't do anything and is really counterproductive. That's their view. And so therefore, they've been always a little bit reluctant to chastise North Korea because they'd rather be doing it, I guess in terms of the good cop, bad cop, they want to play the good cop. And try to maintain its leverage, what little it does have with North Korea. So what this is telling me, I'm afraid to say, is that China thinks it can't really do very much related to additional launch or even a nuclear test.
Now, South Korean analysts did fish up parts of the rocket from the ocean, and they say it shows a pretty high degree of sophistication. Does that mean that it's really only a matter of time before North Korea is able to fire nuclear-tipped missiles against its neighbors, even against the U.S. perhaps?
Well, let me put this in a little bit of perspective. I think, first of all, we've always known that the North Koreans are very capable. They have an incredible amount of know-how and technical know-how and have shown that. So we can't underestimate them. At the same time, we can't really panic in any way. After all, this is truly rocket science. And even though you understand the theoretical and build pieces, you're talking about several 100,000 pieces that all have to work perfectly in order for this to work. And that's why you have missile tests. So the short of it is it's going to take a while for North Korea to perfect this. They have to be able to put it up into space. They have to be able to have it actually be able to orbit in a certain way and then come down. And then the major thing is that they have to be able to miniaturize a nuclear device, which is something that they are very far away from. So the short of it is it's serious, still a ways away before they're going to be able to do anything related to mounting a nuclear device on a delivery vehicle.
Even if it will take them some time to perfect this, clearly escalation is going on. So what can be done to stop this escalation before it ends in something worse than sanctions and warnings?
I think what has to happen is that the United States, South Korea, the United States and Japan have to get together and figure out a joint policy and a joint strategy moving forward. What North Korea has been very successful has been able to play everyone off of each other, and it's been classic over the last 10 years that they've been able to do that.
We'll see if all the parties can come to the table. Philip, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Philip Yoon is Executive Director and Chief Operating Officer of Ploughshares, an NGO that aims to stop the spread of nuclear weapons.
U.S. airwaves, a global channel of uncompromising stories. World news, documentaries, entertainment, and culture. Link TV, connecting you to the world. For more information, visit linktv.org.